Would you like a Triscuit? Would you like a Triscuit? Triscuit Originals. Keeping it real since 1999. What's going on? This one is for C Money. Right now, C Money is one of my uh, the best people out there that's taking advantage of asking questions. So I appreciate the questions, C Money, and I'll answer them until I have time. I'm getting really excited about the new season here. We're doing a lot of different things, making a bunch of changes, and really looking forward to it. But anyways, going into your question, which was, should I hire a landscape mentor? And I was going to type back and ask what you meant by that, like if you're looking for a business mentor or if you're trying to figure out how to um, do certain types of landscaping in, the actual labor part of doing landscaping. So, which would really, those are two separate, you can understand probably why I would ask that question. Let me reiterate. Were you looking for someone that can help take your landscaping business to the next level, mentor, or were you looking for someone that can help you with your actual service skills personally yourself doing landscaping better? Both I'll try to answer both of them, but if I would have known which ones, I would have went into specific detail on that. But I'll be a little more broad. So let's just assume that you're looking at the getting a landscape mentor that can show you how to do hardscaping or plant stuff and do all that kind of stuff. Go that route first. It wouldn't be that hard for you to just learn it. Like, I don't really understand what you mean by mentor. Like, if you just want to seek for some help and someone can help, you do that, or if you're like looking to spend money, like good money to like get someone that can help you do that. I guess, in my opinion, I don't know much about landscaping. I'm definitely not an expert, not even close to an expert at it. Um, you know, I just focus on the stuff that I'm good at, and when I really want to expand on the landscaping stuff, I'll hire someone that knows way more than I know about landscaping, and you know what I mean, and just do it that way. And that's probably what I would recommend for you, unless that's what you're really trying to focus on is landscaping. Then, you know, take someone out to lunch. You can find some guys that can help you. Um, my favorite author, one of my favorite authors, is Robert Kiyosaki, and he talks about working. You never want to work for wages. It's good to work for free, but you don't really want to work for wages, meaning you don't want to have a job. And even, working, there you can take. I put that into for what it's worth category. You got to get somewhere, obviously, when you're starting out or whatnot. But so, anyways, what I would do is I would go work with somebody, you know, assuming you're fairly young. You could say, hey, I'm looking to learn some stuff. No one's going to really take you serious. They all think the lawn care business is super hard and that you're probably not going to succeed, which I know you can because of the questions that you're asking me. You keep on, there's a lot of people out there that probably have questions that don't even ask me anything because who knows? And you keep on asking questions, so that's awesome. But yeah, you go out and work for someone for a couple of weeks, a month, learn a bunch of stuff. You do it for free. You be the grunt and you have the best attitude out there, and it's going to be the best labor. If someone came up to me and said, hey, I want to work for you for free for a month, and on top of that, they were good and busted their butt, like I'm going to say, no, I don't want you out there working for free for me. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do. I would not hire somebody to do that. Now, if you're looking to hire someone to take your business to the next level, um, this is kind of like it's hard to answer that question because I don't know your exact situation. A lot of times, um, the biggest problem with people in business, maybe they get stuck at a certain number and they can't reach that number. Like if you're having that kind of a problem, normally it has to do with the psychology of yourself and you and where you're at. Most of the time, and what, okay, so with that being said, the answers are already out there and you know what the answers are. And when you pay for, let's just say, coaching, because that's kind of really what it is, mentorship, coaching, what you're paying for is you're paying the money. This is how college works too, in my opinion. I've heard this and it makes sense. So what you're paying for is the confidence to go out and say, I just paid for that. I just talked with this guy. I just sat and got these college credits for this. So now I have the right to talk about it. Now I have the right to do this for a career. When really, I mean, you could go to the job, work for 50% of the pay for, a year or 2 years, and have any right to work at that job and be just as good as anybody else that went to college. But and people don't really look at it that way, but I mean, really, what are they getting, just because you have a college degree doesn't make you mean you should have a right to be any more successful than somebody else. But that's the way that people look at it, and it's basically giving someone the confidence to go out and apply for that job. And granted, the way society is, with that being said, that's going to also, if someone wants to work for me and they have a college degree over someone that hasn't graduated college and has 5 felonies, I'm probably going to go with the person that has a college degree. So, but anyways, getting back, trying to get off the tangent there. If I think that the reason that people hire coaches is, it can be a good thing. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. This is, I guess, if money is tight for you and you're not just throwing money around, which for most businesses, even very successful businesses, it's always something that's not being thrown around. You go and it's called sweat equity, basically. You go online, you do the research, you watch videos like this, and there's tons of other videos out there like this. You ask around, you take people out to lunch, you start networking with people in the off season when they're not super busy and they can actually talk to you. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of no's in the busy season. You start talking to people, you start learning, you ask me questions specifically of what you think is holding you back. I answer your question. You didn't have to pay for anything. You go out and act like you paid $2,000 for that information and act on it. You're going to get results and you're going to do stuff. If I'm just over here talking, sitting on my couch, which I'm doing, and people think I really don't know what I'm talking about, I have no experience, why would I even be giving this free information away when I'm in the lawn care business? And they don't appreciate what I'm doing. All the people I have right now, I have over 7,000 views, and I've got like, not even close to 10% of those people have asked me a question. Is stupid. I mean, if people are looking for what I have and they want to know something about a video that they clicked on of mine, why wouldn't they ask a question? You know what I mean? Because they don't value, and I don't do a good job of acting like I know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not like my videos are super professional. A lot of people need that. But I was mentored by a multimillionaire when I was just out of high school. I paid $2,000, $2,000+ to be mentored with this guy, and he was kind of like I don't know, basically like there's speakers that come into town, they do presentations, they sell stuff, and then they leave, they go to the next town the next week, type of speaker. And I felt compelled that I wanted to go somewhere in life. I wanted to succeed, and at the time, that's what I felt like I needed to do to succeed. Even though he's out, the stuff he talked about at the seminar is what you're buying. His best information is stuff he's telling you before you even buy anything. But once I spent the $2,000, do you think I wasn't motivated to go out and get somewhere and do something with that information? See, so that's kind of it. It did help me out, and I actually ended up getting a job offer. Moved out to California, and it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. Lived out there for 2 years. I'm from the Midwest, and that's where I live now. And that's the reason why I run the type of business I do. I just got your comment. I'm not doing 20 takes of this video. I'm just comfortable with myself and basically talking. It's not that I'm great at it, but it's just something that I'm able to do, and I attribute a lot of that to him. So anyways, it helps me. So that coaching that I bought from this guy wasn't specific to landscaping. It was actually more specific to selling and marketing, and that's why I'm a really good marketer, really good salesperson. And that's why if you guys have questions like that out there, I would recommend you ask me, because I really know a lot about that. Basically living with this guy for 2 years, he taught me a lot. So I know I've been rambling quite a bit, but I guess I would say it depends on how bad you really want it to succeed and what you're willing to do. A lot of times, um, changes won't happen until you've done the coaching. Like for myself, if I wouldn't have done the coaching and met who I met and all the great people I met and had the experiences I had, I wouldn't realize that all you got to do is go out and do it. Stop making it so difficult. And especially in the lawn care business, it's landscaping, it's lawn mowing. Go out and watch someone do it for a day and you're an expert. Not really, but it's not like super challenging. More challenging to deal with your employees and weird clients that you know just weird stuff like that, and the customer service aspect more than trying to figure out how to get more clients. So I don't know, I'm just babbling and rambling on here. Hopefully that answered your question. Okay, so if I wasn't going to be like a politician, I was just going to answer your question straight, I would say yes, hire somebody, but you don't have to go gung-ho and spend thousands of dollars to do it on the actual technical know-how of running a successful lawn care business, landscaping business. Now, if you wanted to learn how to do like marketing or that kind of stuff, the psychology of why people buy, there's two things that you can do. You can either pay somebody, and I don't offer these services, so I'm not like saying myself, but you can pay somebody to get you to that next level faster, or you can go slow if money's an issue for you. And like, let's say, I'm just going to say, let's say you're going to pay $2,000 to get some serious mentoring by someone that makes a lot of money and that you would respect. Well, what could you do with that $2,000 that you already know you should be doing, and just take it slow. Go out and get some books on marketing. Go out and get some books on sales. Go out and get some books on how to manage people. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking to do, what kind of funds you have, and you know, not to sound stupid, but how serious are you about look at your situation and see if you need drastic help, or if you think you know quite a bit. For me, I needed some drastic help. I was just out of high school and didn't have a lot going on for myself, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to help me get where I wanted to go. And it's a funny question because I actually did have mentoring, and I'm almost telling you not to get mentoring. So, but I would never trade in my mentoring. And right now, to this day, there's still things that I would get mentoring on, and I would pay for mentoring on. But I just say don't get emotional about it and think something's got to change right now, and I'm going to spend all this money to make it happen. And then once you're done, the reality sits in that now you have a bunch of money on your credit card, and nothing's really changed because you knew everything that you're supposed to do. Now you just are forced to go out and do it because you just paid big money to do it. So hopefully that answers your question. Thanks.